Do YNW Melly just get a YNW?
But there's the state's motion for a jury review. We talked about that as well. It's supposed to be set for review. Still going forward on that motion?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would rely on the written motion and Your Honor's recollection of the testimony and argument that was made in open court as to how it would benefit the jurors. It is separate and distinct from the other items. In fact, the state would submit that the state could offer the entire car into evidence because it has been preserved. It has been the same condition since it was initially put forth, and there is no limitations in the evidence code as to the size of the piece of evidence. If it doesn't come in through the courtroom doors, Your Honor, the state would submit that there would have to make arrangements for the jurors to be able to view the item of evidence.
I did file a response, Your Honor. Were you able to read?
Yes, ma'am. I saw it. Anything else?
I would just add that we have yet to view the car ourselves. We're supposed to go see the car this afternoon after court. But as I set forth in my motion, I believe it's overkill. The witness testified to the specs, the measurements in the car. We actually have photographs that have been moved into evidence that have measuring sticks that clearly show you the distance in the car. Her proposition that we need to see the car so they can see the purview, I guess she's planning on these jurors sitting inside the car, which makes no sense because they don't have the same measurements as the decedents. Moreover, I'd like to point out, we don't even know where the decedents were truly sitting because there are no crime scene photos that actually show them being in the car at the hospital. All the pictures that we were shown are of the decedents, the car being empty. So I would even argue the proposition of what she's trying to say, this person sitting here and this person sitting here, there's no actual evidence that that's how they were sitting.
All the more reason why it's important to be able to see the car and the defects therein, Your Honor. Counsel makes a great argument.
And I'd also argue it's a biohazard.
And so in terms of there's never any indication that jurors would be sitting in the car whatsoever, so that would be inappropriate.
Then you make my point. We have enough pictures that have been moved in. Which much of the theme of this case is overkill, being redundant. They don't need to see the car to get the understanding of the size of the car. I think we got that with the measurements and the pictures.
Anything else for well done?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I respectfully the motion tonight. I don't think it's necessary to have a jury review. I don't think it's essential. We've all had the photographs of the vehicle in question. I don't think it's going to assist the jury to any great degree analyzing the evidence. So respectfully the motion tonight.
I'll let y'all figure it out. I can lean either way on this, right? So with the video that they showed with the van, with the car, pardon me, you could see how you could disprove the drive-by theory and say that somebody happened to bang from the seat. You could do that. But you could also say, hey, bruh, when we talking about a drive-by, was the car moving at that time? Nobody has established that the car that Melly and them were chilling in was moving. So let's keep it authentic. It could have been a Tupac situation. And y'all got to remember, we only heard Borland's one statement, and they're probably going to destroy that statement as well. So what do you mean, Nash? So if the car was stationary and somebody went ahead and put their hand inside the car or got close enough, wouldn't that work too? Y'all got to remember, Sack Chaser, Juvie, Melly, Borland, these was not just some regular cats. These cats had names. So when we think about it, let's understand something. Them cats all had names out in the streets. Why do we have to think that this was possibly just a hit on Melly or anybody? All you need is one. I think that's where a lot of people are messing up with this whole entire case, is that you need a whole bevy of people to just go, all right. No, you need one individual to say, nah, I'm not feeling it. So all they had to do is destroy the drive-by theory and say, well, nobody said that the car sped off. Go look at the Tupac story. Cars didn't slide off or anything like that. What ended up happening is Suge got hit in the head and then slowly drove and crashed into something. But other than that, wasn't no bullets chasing or nothing like that. How do we know that Bortland wasn't in shock? Just don't know. The lady who talked about the DNA stuff said she couldn't tell you how long they were dead for and how long in between shots on each bullet or each body. So if Bortland got hit in the head and died immediately, she couldn't tell you that, hey, bruh, the next shots that hit him, they all happened 5 or 10 minutes ago. That didn't happen. And last we checked, you can instantly die from a headshot. All they need to do is bring in a medical examiner who could say, well, hold on. If you get hit in the head, all right, how long does it take? All you need is one medical examiner. There are a bunch of medical examiners because all doctors don't agree the same. That's why you go get a second opinion. I think a lot of people got to look at that. And I'm not being paid by nobody or anything like that. This is my own theories. And y'all got to remember, I play a lawyer on YouTube, the hood lawyer, Seti Nash. So I'm looking at it like this. We just don't know. So for me, and this is not a shot at any of my subscribers, if you disagree, you disagree. But I'm saying consider the theory that the car was not driving at the rate of speed that y'all believe. And how do we know that they just came from the studio, that Cuz wasn't drunk, high, he wasn't slacking, he wasn't lacking, loafing in the open? How do we know Cuz wasn't doing that? How do we know that Bortland's mindset was clear-eyed? We didn't, well, if you're from the streets, you know cats that done froze up. You know the cats that done had the gun in their hand and froze all the way up. So with that being said, homie, I just don't know. Now, you can absolutely make the case, well, damn, why would he get shot at and not try to peel off? You can have that in your head, and I wouldn't fight you on that. But you also can have the mindset of, damn, what if he got shot at and been in shock? Have no idea. Because if he just seen his homeboy get his brains knocked out in front of him, you see what I'm saying? If he just seen his homeboy get his brains knocked out in front of him, then what? Y'all telling me you would function normally? So once again, we have no idea what the mindset was of the driver. And still no definitive proof that YNW Melly was in the car. What if it was only Sack Chaser, Juvie, and Bortland, and not YNW Melly? Then that means that they got caught slipping, and Bortland should be happy he ain't dead on the side of the freeway. And he might have survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt. All of that stuff. It's possible. I don't know. I don't talk to these cats or anything like that. But I'm just telling y'all, from how it seems, bro, I don't know. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this. So share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified. I got the YNW Melly. I mean, not the YNW Melly. The 03 Greedo official paperwork, the whole entire transcripts. I'm working on it right now. That'll be on the main channel, on the Seti Nash channel. We'll probably drop it in the morning. But y'all know how we do. Clips! All right, man. So y'all know we just hit 1,000 subs. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us out. Help us out. I'll catch y'all at the 10,000 sub mark. New video dropped in. We out y'all.